Hello, this is a contest entry for Jimmy C. I'm doing it this way because this is the quickest way to get a video on the internet. Instead of shooting it, loading it this way, recording it right with right on YouTube and just load. Anyhow, Jimmy, thanks for the contest. He asked me to do the video, so I will do it. Normally, I don't enter into any contest, and that's just a personal choice. I rarely enter in any contest because I just didn't want to enter into one and then not enter into somebody else, and then people can get hurt feelings that I like the price better here and not the price here. That's not the case. Um, but I make the exception for Jimmy. Um, Tough questions, Jimmy. In fact, the first question for Jimmy contest is favorite movie. I literally can never answer these questions because there are just too many movies that I love. As I mentioned many times, I love movies just as much as comic books. And it's easy for me to break down the movies into genre and say favorite. For example, horror. I can say The Thing, the John Carpenter The Thing, and Alien. Those two, I watch both movies dozens and dozens of time and just love it. It's give me the chill, the creep. It's just excellent all around. Um, as far as a thriller, Silence of the Lamb. It's. But I can go down the list of every genre. Um, Favorite Star Trek movie, Wrath of Khan. Favorite Star Wars movie, The Empire Strike Back. Um, you know, like I said, but that's just an example. Favorite Western, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Once Upon a Time in the West. So many to choose from. But you have you got the idea now of what I consider good movies. I'm not sure where you would put say like Shawshank Redemption drama. Yeah, favorite drama, Shawshank Redemption. Um, One of my favorite drama that is fairly unknown, unheard of by many is Running on Empty. Running on Empty. Favorite coming of age movie, 16 Candles. Okay, I can go on way too long about the movies. Favorite quote, once again, Jimmy. Insanely tough question for me to answer because just too many. Okay? Um, but Greed is good. It's definitely on top. Okay? Greed is good. It's such a powerful three words that really have a big impact on my life over the past 30 years. It's not to say that I'm greedy, but greed is good from the movie Wall Street was a big driver at the time for a young 20-year-old kid in me to see and found a path as far as a career path that zigzag to where I am now. I would not have a lot of these things or any of these things if I didn't get the motivation from those three words way back then. Greed is good. Um, and then another quote that um, have a huge impact later is from Shawshank Redemption. Get busy living or get busy dying or something like that. Can't say I remember the quote exactly. I do remember the part, get busy living. Um, and that basically, even before I heard that movie quote, that was the way I approach life in the past 15 years. Um, I have been my main driver for working hard in my mid 20s through my late 30s was I had a goal. Life is too short. I want to work as hard as I could in my younger days when I had the energy and the drive to work 80, 100 hours a week. But I was willing to make the sacrifice to do that in order to enjoy life at the later part, which is I'm 49 years old. I'm basically financially content to be semi-retired, to enjoy life, and to make YouTube videos. Like I said, greed is good and get busy living are two very important quote for me to live, to make it where I am today. Last part of the contest, saying something, tell something about me that most people do not know. First, there's a whole bunch of things, but I go with maybe two things. One would be baking. I worked in a restaurant as a dishwasher, as a cook through college. Okay, so I done my part. I do a lot of cooking. I enjoy cooking. So for many years, I'm tempted to do something with cooking or learning more. And I had never baked up until I was 30 years old. I haven't even baked a batch of cookies or a cake or brownie straight out of the box. You name it, I have never baked. So I decided, why not? So I went to baking school. Yes, I went to baking school at age 30. I learned how to make croissant from scratch, all kind of bread, all kind of cakes and this and that. Yeah, all of this is from the love of desserts and eating. Uh, so that's one thing that most people do not know. Um, Two would be I have been, I would say, obsessed, but my next career switch, if there will be another switch in my career coming out of retirement, would be a food truck. One of my best talking about a food truck for 3, 4 years. And he couldn't wait for me anymore. We've been talking about it. I told him, just give me a few more years. I want my son, Anthony, to be older, to be able to help out, show him the rope, show him how to run a business from ground up kind of thing. And uh, I am in no rush, okay? But he was in a rush financially. He need to do it. So he launched his food truck about 7 weeks away, maybe 2 months ago, and huge success. Big kudos to Charlie. He did it. He went out there. He did the work. He got the trucks. He painted the truck. He got everything ready for himself, and he launched it with great success. He has a big following. People follow him on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. So happy for him. So happy for Charlie to see all the talk that we discuss has come true for him as far as his food truck becomes successful. Him and his wife are working hard, but they're having fun. Before that, he was a golf instructor. Okay, unbelievable. So I go to his truck once a week to check up on how things are doing, buy some food for the family, and it's just wonderful. It is. I'm so happy for him because I felt that the little city of Sarasota was in great need of a good food truck. And he found it. The toughest part was locations. Okay, Sarasota has a big negative view on food trucks, so they pass a lot of regulations to basically prevent food truck to exist. When you can't have a food truck within 800 feet of any restaurant, that's tough. Trust me, Sarasota is a small city, and there's all kind of pizza shop and small restaurant in everywhere. So to find a location that is not violating that rule, he did. And someday I will join him. We will have two trucks side by side. One offering Korean. Charlie is Korean, so his truck is a Korean food. My truck will be Vietnamese food, so that's my dream. Originally, my dream was to have the truck with both Vietnamese and Korean food. We still might do that. We still might combine our force into one big truck in 2 years or so. And the name will be Tasty Invasion. Invasion as in Asian, not invasion. That's just the play on words that I came up with. So Charlie and I will still might team up. If not, we have two trucks side by side. And the number 3, I'm going with 3 personal hidden secret information, is that I used to be an extremely good violinist. I played the violin from the age of 4 to 12. And by the time I was 12 years old, basically, I was better than most people 3 times my age, or even many of my teachers. I was the best that they had in the whole country. I was the star. I was the child prodigy, you name it, whatever you want to label it, okay? But I gave it all up. I refused to touch basically anything musical since I was 14. Long story of why I walk away from playing the violin or pursue a career in violin. But when I first came to America, it was supposed to be a trip to Juilliard to attend a musical school. That was the plan, that I was going to go to Juilliard to further advance my greatness in violin. That didn't happen. And I have not touched the violin since I was 14 years old. And that's it. That's my contest entry for Jimmy C. Good luck, guys. Congratulations to Jimmy C on the house, on the baby. Welcome to parenthood and married life. Okay. Good luck to you, Jimmy.